So one of the newest features of the ATTO 3 is the ability to use voice commands to perform actions on the car, and like opening windows, opening the sunroof, the sunshade, turning up the volume, turning up or down the air conditioning temperature, so on and forth. There are a couple of ways to access the voice assistant.
Sorry, try me again?
First, start by not saying the words B, Y, and D together. But if you do, then it does trigger the assistant. You can tap on the little assistant icon here. When you do that, it starts the assistant.
Sorry, again?
And another way is to press the button on the steering wheel. When you press that, that also triggers the assistant.
Say that again?
Tapping it again cancels the assistant. So there's a couple of ways: voice command, touchscreen, or button on the steering wheel to access the BYD assistant. Now, whenever the assistant is triggered, it comes up with a little pop-up showing you which microphone is being used to listen to your voice. So if I say, "Hi BYD," "Hey BYD," and you see it's got driver
You
wake
cannot
up
control
locked.
overview mode while route guidance is not running.
He wasn't saying anything, but yeah, it assumes so. You tap that, and now it's listening through both microphones. You can see that little icon there.
Last time, try something like rotate screen.
One of the easiest ways to see what the assistant is capable of: swipe on the home screen, look for the BYD Assistant app, tap on that, and there are a couple of options here in the settings where you can go audio wake up. So if you use the word "Hi BYD," then it will wake up the assistant. You can turn that off so that it doesn't wake up every single time, but it only works by pushing the button on the steering wheel or touching the logo on, or the icon on the infotainment screen. Register lock. What that does is it makes sure that it only listens to your voice and not somebody else's in the car. Sort of avoids disturbances from other passengers. And you can also set the volume. The minimum volume, I think, is 5. You cannot really change that. It doesn't change below 5. 5 is the absolute minimum you need to have. And you can choose the language. So if I go view, it currently only has one language for New Zealand, which is English USA. It has a voice version and disclaimer. That's all the legal stuff. And you need to authorize BYD Voice Assistant, so that, I guess that's the legal agreement between you and the company that you're okay for them to use your voice for analytics, so on and forth. Now, there are a whole host of voice commands that you can use. So if you are in the Assistant app menu and then you tap on BYD Voice Skills, there's literally chapters of information on all the available commands. So you can scroll up. So the first batch over here is aircon controls, where you can say, "Hey BYD, turn on the aircon," and it will turn on the air conditioning, turn down the fan speed, and the temperature, so on and forth. You can do that. You just need to say those words. So I'll just give you a demo of turning on the air conditioner. Press the button on the steering wheel. Turn on the air conditioning.
Okay, I've turned on the AC. The front temperature is 22 degrees.
And you can hear that breeze come through now. The air conditioning is on. I'm just going to turn it off now. I can also say things like, I'm too hot.
All right, the temperature is going down by 1 degrees.
And it will turn down the temperature to 21 degrees, as you can see here on the bottom of the screen. And even the ambient lights have gone blue over there in the door as well. And if I were to say, I'm really cold.
All right, the temperature is going up by 1 degrees.
And as the temperature goes up, you will see the ambient lights change to red momentarily. And there you go. That's all quite dynamic in terms of how the colors operate, and they just go back to the previously set lighting. I'm just going to turn off the aircon now. The other available commands are about the seat heating. We do not have ventilated seats here in the New Zealand versions of the ATTO 3, but if I just push the button and say, turn on driver's seat heating.
Sure, I'll turn on seat heating in the driver's seat.
And how do you validate that? Well, if you go to the quick menu, and you can see it set the seat heating to level 2 automatically. I'm just going to turn that off. Oh, did you know what this square button does? Tap on that to go to the app that you were in previously. You also have options to use voice commands to change the ambient lights, to open the sunroof. So if I push the button, open the sunroof halfway. And it has opened the sunroof halfway for me. Close sunroof. You can even ask it to specifically open just the sunshade or close the sunshade. Close sunshade.
Okay, close the blind.
I can also ask it to open the driver's side window. Open driver's side window. And magically, the New Zealand version of the car opens the passenger side window because, it's not quite configured yet to handle a right-hand drive vehicle. So if I were to say, close driver's side window, it will obviously close the driver's side window, which is the left-hand drive car. But if I say, open passenger window, then it opens the driver's side window in New Zealand. There you go. Press the button again. Close passenger window. And it's closed. So, yeah, the voice commands are good. They are, I would say, clearly a work in progress. Now, in the voice commands, when in the tutorial items here, you also have Bluetooth phone, where you can say specifically, ask the assistant to make a phone call to a specific person in your address book. You can also control media player functions. So you can say, play music, pause music, next song, previous song, tune into a specific radio station. So I'm just going to go play 93.4 FM. And there you go. That's 93.4 FM with Tina Turner crooning away. Or was it Anastasia? I think it was Anastasia. Following that, you have system operations. You can go turn up the volume. I can go rotate the screen, which is one of the great features of this car. Push the button and go rotate screen.
Okay, rotating the screen.
There you go. Rotate screen.
Okay, rotating the screen.
You can also use the voice commands to turn on the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, increase the screen brightness, return to home page, return to home page. Tremendously amazing features for to avoid distracted driving. Just go back to the assistant app. There are a number of offline commands available as well, which are to do with the actual hardware on the vehicle, but they're quite similar. So you can just browse through all of those commands. These are commands that are currently available in the latest update received here in New Zealand. So thanks a lot for watching. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Your viewership and your support really helps me make these videos. Thank you so much.